Welcome back, guys, to the Beyond Condition podcast, the voice of bodybuilding. I am your host, Sarah Parker, and today I am welcoming a new guest. We are actually labeling this episode as the posing king. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me as well. It's an honor to be here, honestly. And I'm looking forward to respond to all the questions you and your following might have for me. So,
We will, of course, give a little shout out to Beth, who is someone that essentially connected us. She is our person.
he's our person. I worked with Beth several times, and we traveled twice for our annual Andreas Angels overseas photo shoots. We did Barcelona in 2024, and we did Mykonos in 2025. And in Mykonos was the year where I got the chance to get to know Beth more and saw that Beth I haven't seen before. And we cry, we have breakthroughs, we smile, we dance and drank the night away. And it was just mesmerizing to see this beautiful Latina side of Beth, which I haven't got a chance to know and meet before. So thank you, Beth, for connecting me and Sarah. And I hope to see you very soon.
Yes, I love it. And I said to her, "Have you got any questions?" And she was like, "Can you please ask him? I would love to ask a question. Can you please ask him how he learnt to pose and walk in shoes so well as a male?"
So, funny story, like, no one had told me. No one has told me. So, like, when I started bodybuilding, it's just like my best friend, my good friend Bikini Mama, that she was the one that kind of connected me with bodybuilding, and she judged my very first show, which I won in 2018. She was like, you should invest in posing. I really believe you can do well. And then, you watch videos, I watched the Posing Pro, Hammer Heinemann, which was the GOAT. She's still the GOAT, and I respect her and her work. And, watching the videos. And then I was like, I could do this. I can make it my own. And then it just, I danced professionally for 14 years. So I kind of like when I stopped dancing, I wanted something when I got into fitness in 2016 and I stopped 11 years ago dancing professionally. Kind of my whole world collapsed. And we get to it later. But I didn't want to waste, throw out the window everything that I sacrificed my life for. So when it kind of merged the dancing and the posing together, and I was like, this is my lane, this is my craft. And there I wanted to shake things up within the industry. And then when we were still in lockdown, that was, I think it was like the last lockdown, I think 2021, was it 2021 we had the last lockdown? So my good friend Lauren Lotte, she owns Bath Bombshell.
Yep.
And she said to me, I've got a present for you. And she sent me for my birthday, she sent me a pair of heels. A very first pair of heels. And I started doing videos and practicing on heels in my little studio floor, and video, and I was posting videos and people were like going crazy for it. And like the more, I always believe practice makes perfect. I
Yeah.
wasn't perfect at the beginning, and that's what it was. I mean, I had the balance from the dancing, and I just felt natural. I'm not saying that I wear heels every day, but and then when I created my business, my niche,
Yeah.
I want to tell people and show them that if a bloke of 100 kilos can do it, so can everyone do it?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
For me, posing, like, look, I'm a personal trainer as well. I'm a lifestyle personal trainer. I like it, don't get me wrong. But for me, posing coaching is what makes me.
Yeah.
For me, what makes it natural. Like sometimes when in the studio, my clients, they look at me when I go in my, when you get in the zone and I completely go, my eyes roll back and I just start choreographing in my head. And they're looking at me like, how the hell can you do this? Like
Mm.
you just sweep up a full on routine within just looking at me. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
I believe like that when I'm in the studio, I'm in my zone and the muse of inspiration just come like take over
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just move into space.
Yeah. That is, it's passion, isn't it? And this is
I
what
guess it's a gift. Like a friend of mine is just very spiritual, she's into God, and said to me, that's a God given gift to you.
Yeah, and being able to, for yourself, it's super interesting because, of course, we can face conflict in life by being unique. And of course, we
Yeah.
can talk about that. But it's just then that, and I like to sort of call it a leap of faith to just go, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing this.
Look, I knew as I put myself out there on public display, 50-50 chance people might love it, people might hate it. But
Yeah.
most time I receive a lot of love as well from it. And beside that, of course, the hate. But again, if they don't pay your bills, pay them no mind.
Yeah.
That's my motto. You know what I mean? When they come at you, look, just think that they have no life and they have so much time in their hand to just come at your profile and try to drag you down with their own insecurity. Try because they see you successful. So for me, always being like, you look, if you want to talk shit about me, I don't care. It goes from one ear, exit from the other. But when you're trying to, because they always come for what you work so hard for,
Yes.
that will kind of make me defensive
Yeah.
because it's my passion. It's something that really work my ass off. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a go-getter. So when I got committed into something, I take it to completion and I thrive within any insecurity that I can put upon myself.
Yeah.
I'm the most insecure person. Like I'm an overthinker. I'm a perfectionist. So sometimes I keep overthinking about tomorrow. What I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna create that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see. Is she gonna like it? She's gonna. So for me, I don't sleep at night because I'm already overthinking about how to become better and how to help my clients to be better.
Mm, mm.
And it just like it just not happen. No, it happened overnight, but yeah, the success comes and goes,
Yeah.
right? And that's why for me, the pressure is I. I get back. I guess I'm a little bit higher up in my level. It's always to maintain
Yeah.
where you are because the falling of the mighty is always the hardest.
For
You
sure.
know, it takes time to reach the top, but then it's up to you to maintain the level and standard and always make sure you can deliver the best, highest standard, professional standard you can give to my clients because they do deserve the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
My clients deserve the best. Like they pay good money, they make sacrifices in order because bodybuilding, let's be honest, is expensive.
It is.
It's an expensive hobby, whichever if you do it for professionalism or not professionalism. And do you get much recognition out of it?
Yeah. I know.
Well, well, you get a slight chance of recognition, of course. The more you get on stage, the more you get visible. But we also need to talk about political games and favoritism, blah blah blah, and seniority, blah blah blah. So, it's a gamble. You put
Mhm.
yourself in a gamble
Yeah.
with your own body and your own expertise on stage.
Yeah.
Every single time I compete. 50-50 chance you win, you place, you lose, and it depends who's gonna show up on the day.
Yeah. Yeah. And what the
The,
judges are looking for.
and the important is like I always said to my client, I want to give you all the tool. That's why sometimes I need to be strict. But because also I need to go to sleep, relax, knowing that my client is comfortable and confident doing with what she brought on stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can die happy knowing I gave her the tool,
Mm.
she thrive, whichever the outcome, because I want them to enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
I don't want them not to say scoffing out, storming off the stage that, oh, I hated it. No, we practice
Mm.
leading up to the show day, give it your all on stage, whatever the outcome, and then enjoy and then make a decision if you want to do it again or not.
For sure. Enjoyment in the process.
It's a bit like mostly on stage, that's what you work yourself leading for. It's not the diet and the training. What it comes between is the destination. That's what is the destination you want to because that's where you work towards. Why do you enjoy more the process and not the destination?
Mm.
The destination has to be enjoyed as much as the journey in between.
It's got to be worth it, isn't it?
It has to be worth it. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then when I see posing is the first thing that gets overlooked, and I cannot tire myself in saying Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
Diet and nutrition and training is words on paper. You follow it. There's no rocket science. You don't need a diploma. You just follow. Posing doesn't happen naturally to most people in the world,
Yeah.
unless you do have like a experienced stage background, dancing background. But again, it's not dancing.
Yeah.
It can make it easier, but it's not dancing.
Yeah.
And mostly, if you know that you can't walk on heels, you are a tomboy, because there's nothing wrong with being a tomboy. There's nothing wrong not wearing heels. So we need to put a little bit more determination and commitment. And then the most frequent question people ask me, "Oh, do you think I can do it? I can make it happen in 5 sessions, 10 sessions?" There's no timeline. I can't guarantee a timeline. Some people like retain it within a snap, all the information. Some people take 20 sessions. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
The important is the homework. Because I'm not a babysitter. I don't have to chase you, Sarah. Can you send me the check-in feedback?
Mm.
Can you, because if I don't see you within 2 months, radio silent. Next time I see you, I need to see there's been progression. I can't go back to square one. Because
Account.
every single time I see you, we need to step it up,
Mm.
step it up, step it up. Because when we go to nearly to show day, I have to play the music, file my nails in a corner, and just look at you and do a normal correction because you know how your body guides into position. I just literally just have to look at you, filing my names, filing my nails, and not saying anything anymore because everything needs to be spot on.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you said, obviously, posing can be an oversight. I feel like, and this is what I try and preach time and time again, posing is just as, maybe even more so important than the plan that is, pen to paper. You get to know, I
Yeah.
can train, I can eat what I need to eat, whatever. The posing guys, like, listen to us. We're not just saying it because if you can't exhibit your physique, how are you going to how are you going to get success in a physique-based sport?
Yeah, like you can have the most amazing body, but if you don't know how to display, what is the point?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's basically it's like for me, like I know sometimes it's corny what I say, but for me, I have all these mantras that I use for people to really get fixated in their head. Like you want to practice until you can't get it wrong anymore,
yeah, it's habit.
and also like has to be like you want to showcase to the judges and having a great understanding of what you're trying to showcase to them. Otherwise, it becomes not intentional. It becomes you just flap your arms around on stage, not knowing what you're doing. How the because every as a coach. For me, I'm very anal and nagging when it comes to every small time detail. A hands placement, the shoulders alignment, this on a half leg, the timing and this, the control, everything matters. Muscle Federation like FMG that I'm a pro of, which is a fitness show, we give feedback from head to toe.
Nice.
If the hair is too long, if the makeup is too dark, if the tan is too dark, if the bikini color doesn't match your skin tone. So when we give the feedback to the top five, it's very thorough.
Yeah, yeah,
Very thorough from the nail too long and this and that, the posing, everything counts and matter. So anything that you say, oh, my shoes would not be dazzled, if the federation wants you to have the shoe bedazzle, that can be a markdown.
yeah,
If
yeah.
the tan is patchy, it doesn't accentuate your physique. That's a markdown.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Everything matters. Everything. Look, if you want to do it, you do it properly. Otherwise, don't do it. I don't do half measured.
mm-hmm.
Like I got injured. I had torn meniscus. I was supposed to return on stage last year after 2 years away. It was my stage comeback, my pro debut from the WBFF to the FNG once we did the turnover, torn both meniscus. I knew I couldn't push it, but then I preferred to walk. To be honest, I preferred to walk.
Yep.
So therefore, I said, if I can't take it to completion and prep the way I want it, I'm not going to ridicule myself on stage.
Love that.
Because I went to see the level of the Australians. I was glad I've injured myself. I went to see them at World Championship, which was the show I was supposed to do. I'm like, I didn't even know how the judges can judge this. I was like, I'm glad I got injured. I was like, I'm glad I'm sitting this one out
It's being
because it takes me,
realistic though,
I wouldn't even make probably top 10.
Yeah,
If I wasn't going to get rated the way I want it, I was just there for the participation medal.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
It,
no, I want to win. Like, if you want, like, as a pro, you want your check, you want your trophy, you want your recognition. It's not just about that. It's just like, after all my clients have been so successful for the past few years. And last weekend, Milan, UK, Germany, I need to live up to the expectation. Also for my client, they inspire me as much as I inspire them. So therefore, for me, winning is also for them. to have like a successful coach when it comes to bodybuilding is my own journey, it's not theirs, but again it's to live up to the expectation. Having a coach has been successful as much as that. I don't want to just preach and don't follow what I preach.
I love
I want to be a champion because I'm making champions.
I love this because I mean you don't know and I didn't know about yours, but I actually had major knee surgery last year and I haven't been to stage since because I've atrophied one side really bad. I had to learn to walk again. So I know what you're saying when you'd rather walk. And I've said there is absolutely no fucking chance I'm stepping on stage unless I've progressed.
Yeah.
It's not just for us. It's
No.
clients, it's the podcast listeners, it's anyone that watches me. I'm not fucking around at this point.
No.
And same with you.
No, like, I needed to change coach as well. It was time to say goodbye,
Yeah.
move on, new chapter.
Mhm.
And, I would never slag anyone off. My previous coach has done his purpose for the past 3 years. I want to step it up. Again, I said, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in. For me, there's a redemption kind of feeling
Yeah.
because I need to prove myself to the new federation. They never see me competing before. They only saw my clients competing, bringing a big team every single time on stage. This is my time to prove them, oh, isn't worth the athlete. It's one to watch. I said to my new coach, I said, look, I want to be the real deal. I want people to talk about my whole package for weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pride.
For weeks. And look, life doesn't stop because you're prepping for a show. It doesn't.
No.
So it will be hard because my clients will be competing. I will be prepping. And I've done that in the past. Sometimes you just want to bang your head against the wall, like smash it,
But
smash it, and start shouting at people. But always comes from a place of love.
yeah.
Never been abusive. My clients know it. But sometimes when the brain is not working, that's the only way to get result. Because at the end of the hour, I need to have done something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's why I don't get when coaches don't compete or people that competed once don't compete anymore, pretend to be prep coaches sending people on stage. How can you send people on stage? You're the very first one not having the experience
Yeah.
to have been on stage or maybe have been once, not even place, and all of a sudden you're a prep coach. Because I found prep coaching is a scientific aspect of fitness.
Yeah.
When PT, you're not a nutritionist.
No. No.
It's a completely different thing. I remember I only did one nutrition exam. I don't even fucking remember what I did.
Yeah. It's
Do you know
literally.
what I mean? I did one nutrition exam, and also by law, PT aren't supposed to do meal plan because we're not nutritionists unless you've done a specific nutrition course, which I haven't. I can give advice on the well eat plate,
Yeah.
but supposedly by law, we're not supposed to give diet plan. So for me, someone that is a PT went on stage once, didn't even place, and all of a sudden is prepping my clients. I'm sorry, stay in your lane because you're trying to play in God and destroy people's health.
Yeah. It's scary.
We're not here, we're not talking about, oh, you want to lose 10 pounds? Easy peasy, carb depletion, calorie deficit, a bit of cardio here and there. Boom, done. No, 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 no. Here we're talking sodium manipulation, water manipulation, carb loading, depletion, no carbs. This is where people lose the period.
Yeah.
So for how like scientific aspect we're going into the nitty gritty of fitness and health and well being, if you don't know what you're doing, mostly when it comes to women, that you are such a hormonal being, you can destroy someone's health.
For sure. For sure.
That's why when people say to me, "Can you coach me?" Hell no.
No, I do. I feel like, and you'll probably resonate with this. I've never framed it like this on the podcast before, funnily enough, in 4 years, but I felt that I needed to earn the right to coach people to that degree with the education and the personal experience.
Yeah.
I personally didn't feel comfortable initially, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'd already competed for sort of 8 years to even do a photo shoot prep with someone. And I was like, I'm an imposter. And then I was like, okay, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. I've
Yeah.
had mentorship. I've gained the education. I know what I'm, and it, and since then, I've gained confidence with it. But at first, I was like, I'm not taking someone's money to take them to stage just because I've stepped on stage.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it just like the same as like when I see there's a lot of posers, like people that pose beautifully, but it doesn't make you posing coach because you're the first one to know how to pose. Because you can't give your routine to 20 clients.
Yeah.
Everyone is like different and authentic. Because what works for you doesn't work for me, doesn't work for her, doesn't work for her.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to be good in understanding your client angle because you can't splatter the same routine over and over and over. Maybe like you can have a similarity because we have a style, the specific poses that, is a trendy poses. But again, sometimes I see, oh, I've seen that routine before. Oh, I've seen that routine before. Oh, I've seen that routine before. I'm like,
Yeah.
upgrade, update yourself. Like, look, I love when people come to me. Of course, I hope it doesn't sound braggy, but every single time I go to a show, say, oh, I could spot your girls.
That's nice.
I could spot your girls. Like, oh my God. And sometimes I get subconscious, like, oh, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because like sometimes you recognize them, like,
Yeah.
is a good thing. I was like, no, no, it's a good thing for the good reason, for the right reason. I was like, oh, okay. Because I do have, of course, like my specific moves that you might recognize. Like, oh, an Andrea hair flick or anything like that. You know what I mean? With signature move. But I'm a very spiritual, I'm very empathetic, so I recognize the vibe of my client. So
Nice.
the overly the top routine, if she's introvert, I would never give to her
Yeah. Yeah.
to make her feel uncomfortable on stage. Never. Like I would never send on stage a client boring or uncomfortable. Also, if it's simple doesn't mean it has to be boring.
For sure.
But then, of course, once the person should get more comfortable, every single time on stage, we level up, we
Yeah.
level up, we level up.
Mm.
So if I have returning clients like Beth, I was like, okay, now it's time to step it up. You got a pro card, time to step it up. You got another show, time to step it up. You don't want to remain average.
And the thing is with Beth as well, a great example. Like, and you'll love this because it's something that I love so much. When she steps on stage, she's not looking at what everyone else is doing. She's there, and
Yes.
I say to her, Beth, you fucking light up that stage. This is your stage. It doesn't matter about the placing right now. You get on that stage. Doesn't matter about anyone else. And she doesn't even look at anyone.
No.
She just,
I was judging a show, her last show, Gym Bodies, and I was one of the judges. And for me to see my girl up there having the time of her life and be on the side of the judges, and I say, now I can see what the judges see
yeah, yeah.
when she did her show before. And I was like, she lit up the stage, professional. She was fucking professionalism on stage, standing on the side when she had to, kept posing, kept the energy. Because let's remember, it's a competition. You want to upstage the others. Oh, I'm going there because I want to make friendship. Go to the fucking local pub to make friendship.
For
It's,
sure.
it's cheaper to go for a pint. Don't
Yeah,
spend £400 on a freaking sparkly bikini. Do you know what I mean? Go to the fucking local pint for £5 or happy hour, cheap for one. If
yeah.
you want to make friends. Yes, okay, you make friends backstage. It's a great vibe, depending on the show, the federation, whatever. But let's be honest. Let's not be hypocritical. We all want a motherfucking crown.
Yes. Yes.
Friends you can make after when you go for a celebration. Say, oh, do you want to go and celebrate? Let's go out for a dinner. We can get to know each other better. But prior to stage, you're all enemies.
And it's I say this, keep your energy for your performance. Don't do, if you're
No.
spending half the time doing
And
selfie.
protect your energy. Don't get into the drama backstage because there's always a drama backstage with someone.
I know.
Protect your energy. That's why, okay, it's nice when you go in a team, you got your teammate, whatever. I remember when I did once, there was a teammate, my teammate, I put my headphone on, practicing my routine, just listening to my coach telling me to monitor my water, my sodium, my food, what he needed to do. That's it. That's it. It's just you. And always when I teach my client, remember on stage, it's you and the judges.
Yeah.
Because what maybe Sarah, you see Sarah's moving, you think, oh, she's probably right. No, she doesn't mean that Sarah, she's moving and doing that pose, means she's doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You listen to the MC.
Yeah.
If the MC told you to pick your fucking nose, you pick your fucking nose. If Sarah, she's not doing it.
Yeah.
When people say, oh, but I was following the girl next to me. Who told you she was right?
Yeah.
Who told you she was right? And then maybe they tell you off because you move you're the one that's supposed to move. And that's going to throw you off.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Because let's be honest, everyone are very susceptible. As soon as the MC, which is the one in power and in charge, tell you to do something that you've done wrong, blank, completely gone. Bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen, the end of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And they
You know what I
do.
mean?
They
It's
call it out.
difficult to keep your cool when someone in charge tells you, oh,
You're doing.
stop moving, show your number. Kind of imposing tone.
Yeah. They do.
And it's quite intimidating, mostly for someone that never competed before. So I'm like, sometimes like keep smiling when I go and watch the show, keep smiling, it's all good, And everything matters because when I went to Australia and I was cheering everyone, and again, it kind of felt that we all know each other. So I was cheering for everyone. And when you it's so heartbreaking when you see people and their face completely drop when they think that they've lost.
For sure.
When they think they're lost, they're not even trying anymore
Yeah. They
in
give
the
up.
comparison. And I was like, come on, keep smiling, you got this, keep smiling, trying to cheer them on. And it's heartbreaking when you see them completely give up. Completely give up when they still have to do an evening show after the preliminary. The energy went from here down to here. And again, you never know until the show is ending.
For sure, because they're still watching.
They're still watching. And also for me, what they're watching, everything watching, because people backstage talk to the promoter and the judges, is how you behave throughout the whole day.
Yeah. I love you said that.
From the registration night, because that's what I love my federation, because they always put a massive, gala night the night before the show. And, all dressed up. So, you always want to be on point, be the ambassadors and present it and be the face of the federation. And then they do, big theater. We always have big theater. World Championship, I think, oh my God, was the best experience I ever been in. It was in the Gold Coast at the massive casino in the Gold Coast. So many goodies from all the sponsors and the massive stage, the music, everyone put an effort to dress up, the way they treated the athlete. They ordered 100 pizza backstage for when they could eat. They had like a reception buffet for the athletes backstage. The way they've been, I was proud to represent the UK family, the UK pro, and also being just there witnessing and being in this majestic event. And that is like, bodybuilding without athletes, the federation wouldn't exist. So you want to make sure that you look after them. That okay, you know what? Also, if I didn't place, I had a really good experience backstage and on stage. I will definitely compete again or tell my girls to compete within the federation, or that's it. Because if you're being a dick, I don't want to compete for you.
And word spreads.
Oh, look, the body is such a vast environment, and again we all know each other. Also, if you live in Dubai, you live in Australia, you live there, eventually words will run like a chain link.
Yeah.
And it takes one fuck up, you can go work at McDonald's. No, there's something wrong with that with working at McDonald's,
Yeah.
but your reputation downhill.
Yeah. I say this, and you'll love this. Respect can go.
It should be earned.
Yeah, and then, like you were saying earlier, you can climb mountains to success and maintain that. You fuck up, gone,
There
gone.
will always be someone to remind you also, because when I try to protect my energy, I've done my manifestation, I've got my crystals, full moon, new moon, my ritual. There will always think, I always had this kind of like fear. There's always someone in the corner with this popcorn waiting for you to crumble. So for me, the image that I leave as a kind of a fear, a threat, it also allowed me to stay in my lane, not get any fucking drama, and just like live my life and keep going. Like, you know when you put the blinds on on the horses,
Yeah.
like a racehorse,
Yeah. Yeah.
not looking sideways. I just look on my way and just protect my energy, protect my clients first of all, because my business is my client.
Yeah.
I need to make sure whatever happened to me is protecting my business first of all and protect my clients and the safeguard my clients first of all. Because my clients comes first. It's like, our job is very selfless.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? For me, like I'm reachable 24/7. Sometimes my clients they reach out on Sunday, I'm replying on Sunday. My overseas clients in Australia, they're like 11 fucking hours ahead than us. Sometimes I
I know,
reply at midnight because for them it's 4 a.m. or 6 a.m.
for
I
sure.
still reply. I'm always there for them. If they're having a mental breakdown, they know that they can count on for me. They want to have a little cry in the studio. Okay, pat on the shoulder. Now we work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's why coaching is not for everyone. You have to be. This is something that can't be taught. It's not words on paper. I'm sorry. This has to be heartfelt. You have to be sympathetic and an empath because you need to understand how your client is feeling at the moment she comes and see you or she talks to you. And you have to understand that there's something wrong. Also, if she doesn't disclose it.
You pick it up, don't you?
You picked it up quickly. You know your client. You should know your clients. Like when she comes in, it's like, you're not okay. Boom, tears. You know it. It was
Yeah.
about to happen.
Yeah. Safe
But
space.
but then you know that according to the circumstance, you have to make them snap out from that state of mind.
Yeah, and offer that safe space of trust.
Safe place, trust, and you know you're there to help them get rid of like those negative thoughts. Because of course, when prepping comes into play, oh, it's the worst thing I have. It's not even the physical. It's the physical strain. It's the physical tiredness. It's the mental tiredness. When I'm on prep, and it's look, I can train 5 times a week. I can have 20 clients. I can do the shift. I can do that. For me, it's the overthinking. What I see in the mirror, I hate it. I don't like it. I'm fat. I'm too skinny. I'm losing my muscle. I'm not gonna get ready. For me, the overthinking is just burning my brain. It's just my brain is just like an air fry egg. It
Yeah.
becomes on a cooker. It's like on a skillet. It just like and then for this reason, your coach should be there every step of the way to keep accountable to say little part of the show. You say, look, trust me, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Follow the plan.
Good. Follow the plan. Trust your coach. Of course, sometimes and then never. My problem is I always listen to others, and then just kind of like a cross wire
Yeah.
with your coach, other people from the industry, and it just like it becomes too much.
Yeah, I
It
understand.
becomes a kind of like amplifies it, like an echo in your brain, and you don't know anymore what's right or wrong.
Absolutely.
What's right or wrong. So that's why we have a coach. That's why we have a opposing coach. But again, it doesn't mean that it's cheap or doesn't mean that it's expensive. It means it's a good quality.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
be honest, because also when you go to a budget gym compared to a third space or
Yeah.
something so expensive for £100, you
Hmm.
have muscle workers in a budget gym, £7 to get in, and it's one of the most fucking amazing gyms in London. When
Hmm.
sometimes you go first space, well, first space is a great place, and it's a great location, but it just like sometimes you go for the atmosphere, you go for the
Experience.
experience,
Hmm.
right? And when it comes like to bodybuilding, you want to go to proper old school machine. Also because the way they set up the machine, the way I work in a commercial gym.
Yeah.
I work for Pure Gym as a PT.
Okay.
The resistance is different from a bodybuilding gym. I found like, and also since I started training and muscle works again for my legs, my knees are improving
Yes. Yes.
because it feels like the smoothness of the machine or the fate of probably because they're kind of like maintained every time. The way that well kept or like the quality of the machine is well made for bodybuilding. Like sometimes in a commercial gym, I'm lifting 50 kilos on leg extension, feels like I'm fucking lifting 200.
I'm
I
100.
go to a bodybuilding gym, I lift the whole stack, and I'm like, oh, am I even lifting?
Yeah. It's just so much more anatomically correct.
Yes, anatomically correct and less wire, cable, automatic, whatever. So I always believe when you decide to commit to bodybuilding or a journey, find a coach that speaks to you, that resonates to you. Don't go for someone, oh, because my friend goes to him or goes to her.
Mhm.
Has to be personal. Has to be personal. Do you know what I mean? For me, my new coach, when I sent him an email, we had a conversation. He said to me, I'm going to make sure to help you win. He said to me, because I don't like to lose. For me, that was like fresh cage. Okay, take my money.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Get the
Take
vibe.
my money. For me, there was someone who said to me, was like, I don't like to lose. What should I sign with my blood right now?
Yeah.
For me, there was like the catchphrase. For me, that's like someone that wants you win as it wants you win as much as you do.
Love that.
That's what I believe. I want my clients win because again, if they're successful, I am successful.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
It resonates to me as a coach.
Yeah, yeah.
If my client does shit on stage,
Mhm.
maybe because she hasn't practiced as much as she's supposed to, but people don't know the backstory. I'm not gonna finger point, not but Sarah didn't practice as much as she's supposed to.
Yeah.
People judge the book by its cover and will come up to me and say, "Oh, Andrea, Sarah, what she did on stage." I'm like, "Well,
We did practice.
we did practice." Do you know what I mean? And look, I'm gonna brutally honest. Like I had people in my studio before. Like again, I come from a background. Then my mentor used to finger my bum with a nail to help me lift my leg.
Yeah, yeah.
And standing on one to balance and the other one lifted. And she was like, come on, lift, lift, lift. So many slap on my stomach, slap on my bum because my bum, oh, is anti-aesthetic. You're never gonna be a dancer because of your lower arch in your back. Cry my eyes out every single night, but I proved them wrong.
Yeah.
I 18, I was working for Tarzan in Holland. I was in Mexico City I was dancing for the Kennedy Center in the States. So but you know what? Bodybuilding also as a dancing, as this background, is a breaking or make it kind of
Absolutely.
deal.
Yeah. It's
It's
brutal.
not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. It's not.
It's not for the faint of heart. So if you're not ready for people to tell you how it is, because when I say like I don't cuddle if there's nothing to praise.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can't do a step ball change and a swivel, we're gonna go over that 20 freaking fucking times until you get it right.
Yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
not gonna do the exciting part. I can spend an hour to teach a walk.
Hmm, hmm. Love that.
I can spend an hour to teach a walk because if we don't get it, that's how you enter on stage.
Yeah,
That's the first thing I see.
yeah. And
If you
how
don't nail that, it set the tone for the rest.
is that's so
Simple as that.
yeah,
If you don't come in and bring the energy as soon as you are from inside the wing, like for me, I always believe you enter at 100, you maintain the 100%, you leave at 100 until you're literally leaving the stage.
yes,
For
guys,
me,
listen,
if you
listen.
are on stage and I'm coming second to you and I'm the judge, I need to look, oh, something is happening there. I need to see literally like a bull ramming on stage and stealing the show.
Yeah, yeah. As soon as this way, as soon as you hit that stage, light it the fuck.
Light it up because you will start your eye walk and T walk at the end at the back of the stage. I want to see oh something is happening. I need with my the tail of my eye needs to know that there's something is happening in the background.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm focusing on someone on stage, but then at the same time I'm like
Who's this?
distorting my gaze. I'm like, what's happening? Which one am I gonna focus on?
Yeah.
And that's how you set the tone. And that for me is something exciting to look at.
That's what I, try and translate is you don't want to, yes, okay, you might have a phenomenal physique, but the judges, when I've judged, I'm looking on the stage and I want to be what you've just described, captivated by this person, their soul, their passion, their practice of posing, the hours they've put in, because it shows. If you walk on stage, head down, looking like you
If
fucking,
I'm confident.
you don't want to see it.
Like, but also if I have to reward you with a pro status, a coveted pro status, you need to show me that you deserve that.
Yeah, you need to be
If
worth.
you look down also when I reward you with this massive achievement, milestone, and you're not gonna do anything with that pro status, I'm gonna give it to someone that's like more deserving.
Love that.
Full stop.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about an IFBB Pro car, an FMG Pro car, something very coveted, recognized at worldwide level. Don't do it just for the sake of getting a sheet of paper, putting on your wall. Just something with it. That's a massive milestone. Do a pro debut and then stop. But at least do some, because also that might change your life.
Yeah.
That piece of paper might change your life. It doesn't mean because you get pro card means that you're better than others, but it give you an extra credit.
And then you get that.
It give you an extra credit because when I turned pro, I was a nobody. When I turned pro, also if like, afterwards you play third, whatever, it gave me the extra title that people see you differently.
They do.
Again, it doesn't mean if you're pro or not, you're better than an amateur because I know so many amateurs that they look pros
For
or
sure.
they act as pros. But it's like when you go to a law degree. Like, do you rather have someone that had like a university degree or like just a high school? Where you go into the city, unfortunately, people that have a little bit higher education
Yeah.
and got a foot in
Yeah.
because it's priority, certification, blah blah blah. But that doesn't mean that the person is more intelligent than the one who just finished high school.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very subjective. Do you know what I mean? But unfortunately, credit in any kind of industry give you a little advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. For
So
sure.
once you're rewarded with that amazing milestone, fucking do something with it.
Yes.
Fucking do something. Oh no, I'm gonna start competing. That's where you start.
Yes.
So what?
Yeah.
That's a bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm very honest. That's bullcrap. Like it's the same as like it's like when you win a show. That should be the incentive for you. You know what? I think I'm gonna do another one.
That's the start, like you say.
The
It's
thing I'm gonna do another one. Or like, if you want to defend your title, fucking defend your title.
it's
Go back
like
to the year after, even stronger than the year before. Go back to the drawing board and then really step it up a notch. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna win that title again and
yeah,
again if I wanted to.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, look, I'm so passionate about our industry of what I do that I get very defensive when I see so much disrespect to it.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? For me, I want everyone to do well and then, use the platform and the industry to be inspired because sometimes unfortunately people they get really nasty about bodybuilding. Oh, bodybuilding ruined my life.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it just like made me have a really bad eating disorder. That's not bodybuilding.
You are speaking my language.
I'm sorry. Don't blame something you haven't been successful for that gives you those issues. I'm sorry you do have those issues, but or like, oh, I binge eating after my show. Because you didn't stop yourself to eat a cookie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not because you've been depleting for so long. Because I also been on diet.
Mm.
I never binge after I had a pizza, few cookies backstage, and I went straight to my reverse diet. And my coach told me to do cardio the day after my show. So I went back on plan straight away.
Mhm.
No one told me you can eat as much as you want.
Mhm.
No one gun point you. Oh, you have to finish all your fucking cookie that your mom made you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not like put bodybuilding in a bad lighting in a bad spotlight because you didn't do well, so that's why you're being catty, or because you binge way too much you were supposed to. You put 20 kilos on within a week, which was predictable.
Mhm. Mhm.
If you stuff yourself like a cow,
Mhm. Mhm.
let's not blame bodybuilding because that's why bodybuilding is a very lonely sport
Yeah.
because not many people understand it.
Abs.
And people, because they don't understand, they don't even want to get close to an understanding or ask question. They just think, oh, it's unnatural, it's unhealthy, because you don't have knowledge. Knowledge is power. If you knew how it changed my life from reaching rock bottom, from being a trashy boy, party boy every week, and how fitness saved my fucking life, John, you have your opinion? Zip it. No one has asked you.
Yeah.
No
It's
one has asked you.
Because the thing
You,
is, as well, you know, if it in the example of say a binge or if the post show goes wrong, learn from it, guys. You know, learn from it and actually go within and go, I need to actualize and acknowledge what's happened here. This is not the fundamentals and the principles of bodybuilding are generally speaking enhancing your life. At the end of a prep, absolutely, it's extreme. And that part, if we remove that part, generally speaking, bodybuilding is bringing a lot to your life. But there's also, is there already issues before you compete that
yes.
then come out, you
Yes.
know?
But also, if you know that you are very susceptible about food, body image, this is not your lane. This is not your journey. If you get very sensitive about food, training, the way society wants us to look or portray ourselves, bodybuilding ain't for you, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
If those issues, if you already have some, bodybuilding can cause mental health issue because we all suffer from body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Who more would who know? Because it's very demanding.
Yeah.
It is very demanding. And also, you know what? Can I tell you honestly? But this is something that probably is gonna backfire on me. I already know. I wanna look the part. I don't want my clients to go and find inspiration elsewhere when I wanna be their inspiration.
Love that.
I want to be the living, walking inspiration to them. Oh, I want Andrea's ass. Oh, I want Andrea's ass. I don't know. Look, I'm not trying to be egotistical or narcissistic,
No, it's nice.
but I see so many personal trainer or coaches. Again, you can be a great coach, but when they're in the gym floor, I'm like, do you even know how to lift?
I know what you mean. It's pride.
You know what I mean? I want to look good, but no. First of all, I don't want to. I don't. That's what this. Sometimes that cause me trouble because people always see me think like the way I image the beard, the tattoos, the tamassos, and the hairs, body hairs. They always think like, oh my god, another gay guy, so egotistical, steroids and tattoo, and this one always looking himself in the mirror. I don't do this for the others because I don't go through 23 weeks of diet for you to tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't do that because I want validation from people. I don't diet for you. I diet because I have it's part of my journey. I do it for my personal reason, for my personal gains, and you don't have to understand the reason why
mm,
I do it. But also, I have my image is my business card.
yeah.
I want my client to know and see me and say and see me training and grunting in the gym or whatever. Oh, he knows what he's fucking doing. He's
Absolutely.
capable to teach me.
It's
I
important.
want to be that inspiration to my client because I have a great understanding of my job. I've done this for so long now that I can pride myself in saying, I know what I'm saying, I know what I'm doing. And when people are so proudly, bragging, I let my work do the talking. I don't have to slag you off to make me look better because first of all, it makes you look a cunt. Oh, sorry for the
Yeah,
word.
no, but it does.
But but also, if I'm a client, you're slagging me off. I wouldn't want to work with someone that's slagging other people off to make themselves look better. Look, people have come to me when I just started. People have seen me as a threat. Oh my god, a newcomer is getting clients. Clients for them coming to me and start slagging off. Did I went to them and say something? Look, I wish you good luck. I wish you well. But question yourself, why your clients are leaving you for me?
Yeah,
There must be a bigger question here, rather than you wasting your energy in slagging me off and trying to push my clients. Asking yourself why your business is not doing so well. Because maybe the issue is you, sweetheart.
for sure.
Do you know what I mean? If
Yeah.
my clients leave me one day, I want honesty. I base my business about loyalty and mutual respect. You can leave anytime. We don't have a life contract.
Mhm.
If my services are not serving any purpose to you, look, Andrea, thank you for everything. But look, wish you well. You will always be welcome. But don't let me find out on social media, you went somewhere else.
Yeah, it's savage.
Do you know what I mean? And then, or like asking me for a refund, and then you pay to pay for your new coach.
Yes, this
First
happened.
of all, you said to me, I decided not to compete anymore. And then I see you went somewhere else, and then you're still asking me for the money back when I didn't give you because you literally went somewhere else. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what happens in this, when we talk about the social media in the space. And you're probably similar to me from where you've come from, and bodybuilding essentially we could say has saved our life, although it's us who saved our life. Bodybuilding has offered that hope and that light.
Yeah,
You do become very loyal, very honest, and you protect it's our thing, isn't it?
yeah.
And
It's our baby. It's something that, again, it did save my life. Yeah, because it gave me like a second purpose in life.
yeah,
For me, I found myself in front of two decision making. Okay, do you really want to stay on the floor, or are you going to be able to stand yourself up, dance to yourself, and move forward and make something better with yourself? And then I was like, I reached a point that I was staring at myself in the mirror. I couldn't see my soul anymore, and I was like, I hated myself. I came from a place of hate, self hatred, to a place of like being my biggest fan. Because how can you inspire if you're not your first inspiration? How can you inspire others? Them are also my cheesy, corny, whatever you want to fucking call it. This is like be your own biggest fan in order for people to be your fan.
absolutely.
Live your life in its fullest. Live your life in big, and just don't care about what people think about you. Because again, they don't pay your bills, pay them no mind. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to put a mask on and not be myself with my client, because I want people to fall in love with the world, to fall in love with me, who I am, for who I am. No filter, no mask, no different personality when you see me. And like, look, I know I think this doesn't about bragging, but sometimes I've been recognized on the street. I've been recognized in places where I'm going because through social media. Like people asking me, I was in a festival. Oh, are you the guy that does the posing with the girls on here? I was at the gym. I was on the tube once this girl was staring at me and I was like, oh, she's gonna jump at me. I was like, I love your videos. And then people said to me, you're such a lovely person. You're even more lovely in person than actually on social media. Because again, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I'm very black and white. Or you love me or you hate me or you like me or dislike me. There's no middle ground with me. There's no half measured.
Mm. Invest in me as me.
As much as I invest into my client, it's a 50-50 relationship. I'll give you the tool, but you give me the commitment.
Yeah, for sure. For
For
sure.
me, if you come on one day in the studio, look, I'm not prepared, call in sick. Just tell me, look, I'm not ready to commit. I'm not ready. I haven't practiced. I feel sick or whatever. I said, okay, it's between the 24 hours mark.
Yeah.
No worries. Session is not charged, but then we're gonna waste an hour of your time and my time. It's pointless because you get frustrated. I get frustrated. We're just gonna clash. Everything that I say to you doesn't go through. I get frustrated. I need to stop you shouting, and then you're gonna get even more upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
No point.
Mm,
No point. The same. I'm not feeling like, oh, my knees, my back. I'm not feeling I'm going to training. I'll compensate tomorrow.
mm, mm,
I feel guilty with myself.
mhm.
I hate myself for it. I hate myself for it. Oh my god, I didn't train for 2 days straight.
It's hard.
But then, unfortunately, you have to remember that you're a human being and you're made of emotion and feelings. It's normal for us to feel pain or not feel on top of our games and just make it up the day after. Because again, if we want longevity in the sport,
Yeah.
we do need to look after ourselves. Sometimes it's easier said than done.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so easy said than done. When people say, "Oh, you should look after yourself," I'm like, if
Well,
I stop, I won't get paid.
well, also I feel like, coming from a background that has challenged you in a multitude of ways, you don't it's quite hard to know what working too hard is when you've been through a fuck ton of shit in your life, right?
Like, I used to, oh my God, like when I was in school, in the academy, I was dancing 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day. But I was young. I was 14. I was eager. I want more. Give it to me. Give it to me. And then, professionalism started in 18. I was traveling the world. I was doing 8 shows a week, pain everywhere. I fucked up my liver because I was literally hooked up on paracetamol because every single day was like a pain. Fucked up my liver, intoxicated my liver because of the hardship that unfortunately dancing wasn't long lived. I reached my 25, decided that, I was crossing that march, the line that sometimes I do feel as well with training. I started didn't enjoy it anymore.
Yeah.
I was going to audition all over the world, getting invited to audition, kept until the last five. Oh, you're beautiful, amazing. But I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't waste 3 days of audition because as soon as I step on the bar, I'm the guy for you.
Yeah.
You don't waste 3 days of my life until the last five. So I was seeing so much unprofessionalism in the
Yeah.
industry that I wasn't wake. I didn't feel like waking up to get trained in my ballet class in the morning.
Yeah.
I wasn't even making my CV anymore. I wasn't even sending more audition invitation like a request. And I was like, you know what? It's time to hang the dancing shoes on the wall
Absolutely. Yeah.
because I didn't want to start crossing the line, hating something that I sacrificed my life for 14 years. But then for me, it was like the end of it. It was like my whole world collapsed.
Yeah.
And that's why, you feel like, oh, I have nothing to lose. Party here, party that, party that, party that. For a few years, few weekends in a row, benders of 3 days. Never got to the addiction point, but it was out of hand. It was out of hand when I saw, my friends getting away, which I was like, you're doing the same thing as mine. I'm not on my own.
Yeah.
Therefore, I was the problem.
Hmm.
And then again, like it just finding myself in front of the mirror and not seeing what I used to be seeing and just hated the look. I was skinny, not toned anymore because I'm not dancing anymore, not looking after myself, not eating for 3 days, not drinking for 3 days. My skin, I was 24, 25, and I looked 70. Not that there's anything wrong with it. And I was like, no, 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 I can't do this. I was crying in the mirror and it's like, you feel very lonely.
Yeah.
No one was there to, but you know what? I'm proud of that my life, no one has ever helped me. When I reach my 36, it's because of my own strength and my own capability and my mindset.
Mm.
Never has left to no one. No mommy, no daddy, no family. And, I'm the only one that traveled the world, that lived abroad. I've been here in London for 16 years, waiting for my visa to move to Australia, hopefully next year.
Oh, you.
Waiting for my visa, hopefully. It's time to step it up. It's time to step it up, taking my career to the next level. And and then I went fitness. I got all my qualification, PT level 2, level 3. Did I wanted to become a presenter for Les Mills. So I did all my body balance, all my advanced, yeah. I did
Oh,
all my advanced levels to become advanced in order to get to the rookie part. And I look, my name was all over the timetables and all over London. I did the hustle and then I started teaching 30 classes a week. My name was within the industry known. People calling me, oh, can you come in my class, Andrea? I put your name forward to get a new permanent class, blah, blah, blah. And then COVID fucked everything
yeah.
up. I lost all of my classes because gyms couldn't afford any more freelance instructors.
Yeah.
From having 30 classes, I had none.
Shit.
And that's where I went back to full time PT. I was already present coaching, but of course, shows were not happening.
Yeah.
People were not competing. So I had to restart two businesses from the ground up again.
Mhm.
I was supposed to compete in 2019. 2019, of course, no, 2020 lockdown happened. And I said, okay, there's no money involved. I lost my coach because money. And I said, okay, this is not the time for me to return on stage. No, no, no. And then some viral video, the one on the heels, business, boom, boomed again. And then 2022, I said, no, no, okay, I can step down a little, step back a little. This is my time to return on stage.
Mhm.
And I decided to go back on stage, warm up pro car for WBFF, third in Europe, got my pro status, did my pro debut in 2023 with the WBFF. I don't know if you know what happened with the federation, the
No,
whole drama,
no.
the whole big drama, the WBFF that happened there in Vegas. Someone deceased backstage. Athletes were still sent on stage after that drama, and the way the federation didn't really deal well with it,
Yeah.
apologizing and stuff. So all the athletes were lost.
Mm.
And a new journey has started because the federation in Australia was an affiliation. So it
Okay.
was run by the lovely Pauline and Ari, the amazing two amazing people that they were always run things differently. And so they decided to dissociate themselves from the brand and create the FMG, the Fitness Muscle Glamour, which
Okay.
is the new federation. And literally the day after I stepped off my pro debut, which didn't go the way I wanted, I received a link that I could forward my pro status and move it over to the new federation. So they gave the chance to the existing pros
Oh
to
wow.
change over. And that it was literally, it was the day of my birthday, step off the stage, call my bestie, Holly Wilson, and I said, are we doing this? And she was like, yeah, we're doing this. And since then, I've been welcome, and business has blossomed. And again, I went to Worlds, and everyone in the media and I was like, Andrea here and there. So the recognition has come, and I always believe things happen for a reason.
Yes.
The WBFF will always be part of my journey, on my path, and I never regret anything. I live life no regrets, and also because it didn't really affect me personally. When people say, "Oh, where is your integrity? You're still with the devil." I'm like, I have a plan.
And it's mine.
I have a plan, and also I was 8 weeks out. I ain't gonna drop everything last minute.
Yeah, yeah.
I was 8 weeks out from a pro debut. I was like, also, it's my decision. You're nobody to tell me what to do because good. You want to dissociate yourself from it, leave the federation. Fine by me. Don't come and tell me what to do and tell me a lot. I sold my soul to the devil. No, no, I didn't. I didn't. I had a plan, backfired, backfired. But and a new door open, and now it's a new start. It was a new fresh start, new federation, and was testing the water. And now I will be gracing the stage for my pro debut. And that's why for me it's a redemption, and prove myself again because I know I'm a worthy athlete. I have the champion mindset always on, despite the fact I've been away from stage for 3 years. I kept on talking the talk, doing the talk, and walking the walk.
That's it.
I've still done it.
Doesn't take away from this is what I say to people. If you do deal with whether it's personal life
Yeah,
circumstances, injury, surgery, whatever it is, you're still a bodybuilder, but you've got to show up.
yeah,
You need to do what you, if it's say surgery, like we've spoken about for both of us, you've still got options to do the food, the supplements, the
yeah,
fluid. Just because you can't train, it doesn't mean you're not a bodybuilder.
yeah.
And
You know what I mean? It just like, and injuries humbles you. Injuries humbles you so much because when I got injured, the first knee, and then at the second one, I was completely out of it. I wasn't in it anymore. Because I wasn't in it, and it was on every single time. Was like I was struggling to walk, and it seems they didn't need surgery. Thankfully, they're recovering now, touching wood, because of the biomechanics. It wasn't really affecting too much my biomechanics, but of course, both knee injured, and then I kept on training because my chiropractor never told me to stop because you're gonna lose your muscle strength. So they never recommend to stop completely.
mm,
But then I was like the fear, oh my god, I'm gonna injure myself again. And the dumbest way you get injured is sometimes just walking on the street.
literally,
I can lift 300 kilos on a leg press, fresh as a daisy, and then you're just tripping on a bump on the road, and then you're in pain for 3 days after.
literally.
You know what I mean? Being sometimes clumsy or whatever. And it really humbles them. And it's just like, you know what? Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board, take another day off, grow as much as you can, eat your food, live your life. Because I know that when prep will start. And when I commit, I'm very when I get into prep, I'm in a hermit mode. It's not because like I fall for temptation. I've got really good willpower, strong willman power. It's just that I don't wanna be uncomfortable or make the people around me uncomfortable. Me with a little Tupperware in a restaurant or ask permission to the restaurant, do you mind if I eat my Tupperware or everyone drinking? But also because when you go out drinking, how many Diet Coke are you drinking a night?
I know. Yeah.
I mean, and spending £300 on a Diet Coke every single all night. For me, like going out and not having a buzz and having a drink, everyone that buzzing, you're just like with your glass of water.
Same.
Within half an, I know it's about the company. Within half an hour, I just want to go home.
Yeah, you could just have them round to watch a movie or something.
You know what I mean? I'd rather stay home, watch a movie, go to
Right.
bed, and then the day after go and train. You know what I mean? I went to Milan because I was hosting the WBFF Italy, and I went to Milan with my friends. We were going out. I said, "Do you want to go clubbing? Let's go to sushi bar." And I'm like, I was 4 weeks out, I'm like, with my little tuna rice in a sushi place, and then we went out clubbing with my little water bottle in the corner, dancing. I mean, that was my cardio. It just like, look,
Same.
it just like it's worth it. It's I don't look discipline has always been part of my life, and like people has asked me in the past, are you like this kind of like PT face, like, oh, are you happy? And this I posted in one of my recent posts. If happiness means getting trash every weekend, I've done it. It's not part of my life anymore. For me, happiness is stay home, watch a movie, because when you work with people daily, when it comes to weekend, I'm the first one to suggest plans. I'm the one that builds on the plans I've suggested. When it comes to weekend, I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to see people. I work with beautiful people every single week. When it comes to the weekend, because sometimes I work Saturdays as well. So for me, the only day off, feet off is Sunday. But if I haven't trained during the week, I have to sacrifice the Sunday to accommodate my training, like I did yesterday, for example. And by the time you go to the gym, you wake up because every Sunday I do my check-in with Rob, with my coach. Weigh in, and then by the time you go to the gym, by the time you leave the gym, it's already 2 p.m. So
Okay.
therefore, your Sunday is gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Sunday is gone. You know what I mean? So when it going out, it just takes so much time. I like to put an effort. I like to dress when I go out, but I can't keep doing it. And you can't keep doing it every weekend. You can't. It's just like you go home after a few drinks, come back home at 4 in the morning, and I still want to wake up decently, early because I don't want to waste the day. And shit, it feels like I've been hit by a bus.
Also, for you to give your full to all of your clients, to your own bodybuilding, this is what I've found, and you're going to agree, I know you are. You need to be able to pour the energies into the right people and the right things for yourself. Then you can give 100% to the
Yeah,
people. If you're mixing with the wrong people, the yes man, the people that are actually toxic, all of these things, or you're just pleasing other people, you're losing out yourself.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
literally are.
Like, look, I love my friends. I get me wrong. It's just I love my friends. It's just like sometimes I go radio silent. My friend is making me feel guilty, saying, "Oh, I didn't hear your whole day today." And I'm like, he
I'm just
doesn't mean I
vibing.
don't love you. It's just like I just want to. Sometimes I just like also my family. My mom sometimes message me. When sometimes you just want to be disconnected
For
from
sure.
the world, and then sometimes poor thing. I love her. I love her mom because she was like, "Oh, have I done something to you?" Because she didn't reply.
Just what?
And she made me feel so terribly awful about it. And I'm like, no, you haven't done anything wrong to me. It's just like you have to, people have to understand that also working with social media,
For
being
sure.
active on social media, being active on group chat and clients, and being always on the screen. Like for me, I hate when people call.
I do. I do.
Oh, me when people call, I'm like, who calls nowadays in 2025 anymore?
When
For
my
me, or
like,
I send
oh,
voice notes, or is a FaceTime call because a client overseas.
Yeah.
or is it a WhatsApp message?
Yeah.
For me, when it's a full on call, you slow down my roll. It feels
Yeah.
like I'm slowing myself down. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. It's just like for me, my friend trying to call me. It's like, oh my god, why? Why you never call me? Why do you call me? Like my mom also doesn't call me. My
Yeah.
mom messaged me or send me voice note. She
Yeah.
knows that.
Yeah.
They all know. People knows that. I don't
Boundaries.
get it. It just I don't get
I
it. It's just
I
like
know.
slower.
Have you got time for a call? No.
No, I'm sorry. And I was, oh, do you try? Or sometimes, I'm not lying. You just like, mostly when you're at work as well, and you feel like the obligation that you have to pick up.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, when it's like, when you have is the middle of the night, you wake up to go tinker, whatever, and then you see all your notification like lighting up,
And you're
and
like,
then you're like, fuck, and then you're like, okay, must be important, might be my family, or like my clients should come make it to the session, so you kind of feel obliged at 4 in the morning reply.
yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
someone doesn't turn up to the class or whatever to the I just like when we work with social media, it's just like we are overly active. It's just like my brain sometimes is just like, and no, I speak three languages. Sometimes during the week, I always like either in English, Spanish, or Italian.
Oh
It's
wow.
my session. Yeah. So like this morning, for example, I had Spanish and English. I was talking to English. I was speaking Italian with my mom earlier.
Oh
And for me, my brain every single time I had to switch mode.
yeah.
And I can't speak my language to save my life anymore, by the way.
Mhm.
For me, Italian is my last language because I don't speak it that often. I don't have many Italian friends here in London.
Yeah.
So for me, I have to translate from English to Spanish to Italian in order to be able to. And when it come out, the sound come out my mouth, I feel like, what the fuck did I just say? It's like, that's me. Because I try to pretend to translate from English straight to Italian, which make no freaking sense whatsoever
Yeah.
because the grammar is so distinctive
Yeah.
and it's so different. And I try to, it's like you can't translate it directly. Also, like the way of say or the jokes, they don't resonate. They don't match. It's completely different, opposite languages.
So by the end of the day, it's like,
It's just like my brain. It's just like I know I'm an overthinker. So for me, when I finally go to bed, I'm already thinking about the day after. Okay, I've got three back-to-back clients. When am I going to squeeze my meal? Am I going to be able to eat? Am I going to be able to do that? Am I going to be able to train? I'm going to be able to snooze. So by the time I finally doze off, it's time for me to wake up.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like sometimes lately, what has been my sleep has been kind of decent, but when you doze off, your eyes are closed. I feel like I'm dreaming or
I know.
maybe overthinking, but I'm alert of everything is happening around.
It's like you're in between life and
Yeah,
death.
is in between. Like I'm actually, am I asleep? And am I awake? Am I dead? Am I alive? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like it's just look, but we do it for the love. It's never been about money. For me, this industry, it's never been about money because trust me, if I wanted money, I would have an OnlyFans by now.
Here we go, guys. Listen to that because it's the same for me.
Like if I wanted money, I probably would have worked in the city.
Yeah.
I wouldn't work in a gym, working my ass off every single time, woke up at 5 in the morning to have a session. It's always been about empowering, inspiring, do something that I'm good at
Yeah.
and excel and distinguish myself from others. Because for me, I answered this question before. People say, "Oh, do you want to be rich?" I was like, "No, I want to be successful." And people say, "Oh, but you want to be famous?" I was like, "No, I want recognition for what I do." It's never been about fame, popularity, richness. I mean, I'm comfortable. I can save money. London, which is different. I can afford to live on my own in central London.
Mhm.
It's been about, for me, how I always love people. Always been surrounded by people, and now I get the chance to help them with whatever goals they might have.
Yeah.
That for me is feeling that I cannot describe. What makes me feel when I wake up sometimes and my client is competing in the States or in Australia and I wake up in the morning, look at what happened with it, with trophy in hand. and you just like literally climb off the bed and just message them, congratulations, and just make a massive like shout out on social media. And again, yes, if money will come, I mean, unfortunately, we live in a country where
We need
we need it. You know what I mean? That's why, but for what I charge, I will always make sure that you get what you pay for.
that's is so important
I
because
don't do half measure things or the bare minimum. You will get your money worth with me.
yeah, yeah.
From the basic to escalated and elevated to the next level.
Mm, mm.
I don't do things. Okay, this is the video. Go when my clients say, "Oh, can you just create my routine and just send me the video?" That's not how I work.
Love that.
That's not how I work. What? Am I basically what charging you what £90, £80 per hour for me just to send you a video of me of a routine that might work on me, might not work on you. I look at you and we create together.
Yeah.
And yes, it's my routine, but I always involve and engage my client in the creative process. If there's something that she doesn't like or might not feel comfortable, I change it. I'm not a dictator
Yeah, yeah,
because at the end of the day, you pay me for a service. I'm giving you the tool. On stage is you. It's not me.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not me with a wig and a pair of heels and go on stage and do it for you. You have to be comfortable and confident in your own skin, portraying what I taught you
Mm,
that we created together. Again, it's my movement. I'm not saying my client, oh, as a homework, create a routine for yourself. I do the routine. She practice. She doesn't like it. I change it.
mm, mm.
Or
This,
if they say, oh, I remember more the right arm instead of the left. Fine. Let me adjust it.
yeah,
Let me see what I can do.
mm, mm.
I'm not a dictator. I'm perfectionist, but I'm not a dictator. Or like when I hear client and coaches abusively abusive to the client, say you're fat, you're not gonna win, and this and that. And the client is that it will never leave because she felt threatened
Yeah,
by the coach.
yeah.
I was like, no, 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 no. Who are you to say your client is fat? Maybe your client is just eating a feeling because you're treating her like shit. I mean, when I say to my client, when I shout at you, it's because I'm passionate what I do, and I see potential in each and every my client because everyone is beautiful and they can bring something different and unique on stage.
For sure.
And I believe in that, but they need to show me that they believe in themselves first in order to make me believe the judges believe in them.
Mm, mm.
Because for me, it's unconditional love. I believe in all of my clients, but they need to show to the judges that they have the fire in them.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, look, I've been proved wrong by my clients sometimes on stage. I was like, what you did now, what you haven't done in 6 months, we've been practicing together. What the
Hey,
fuck?
mate. Yeah. What
I was
happened?
like, what? Where this is coming from? And then when, that cheeky bastards, because when they know that they're being recorded, everything's smooth. And I was like, should I just record you for the whole freaking hour then? Instead of me shouting at you the whole fucking hour. Should I just record you the whole hour? That's it. Oh, everything is perfect. The hair flick, the movement, the swivel, and the twist. And I'm like, where the fuck is coming from? Do you know what I mean? It was like, really? And then, I focus on a lot of the details. And to me, when we are in rehearsal room in the studio, everything needs to be practiced. Oh, but the smile will come when I'm there. No,
No,
no, no. No, no, no. Because it's not going to happen. It's one.
it's part
If
of
you
it.
don't know how to practice and breathe through the teeth, leading out the show day and practice breathe through the stomach, compose your stomach and compose your midsection, breathe out through the teeth to keep the midsection tight, that help you smile. You won getting there on stage because it takes months to practice it.
Absolutely.
The vacuum and how to breathe through the stomach in order to release the breath out through the teeth, it takes time. You ain't gonna learn it on stage.
Mm,
Oh, but because I will be all glammed up. Okay, get glammed up before the session then. If that's gonna help you to do everything it takes to be perfect and practice it, Get your eyelash, get your extension, get your blingy bikini. I didn't give a shit how you show up in the studio. Do what it takes. The same as like, oh, I don't know how to practice my walk. I had this amazing client in Australia. She couldn't walk to save her life. Couldn't. And because we were really many months out, so we were practicing once a month. She was like a year out. She practiced a year. And we were doing one every 3, 4 weeks. First session, Jesus Christ, I'm like, oh, I've got my work cut out for me. Second time, I was like gobsmacked. I was like, who are you? Right? Where you been? And I said, well, I've been practicing the whole month doing my cardio every day on heels.
Stop. Whoa.
She could have she could have taught Adriana Lima and Naomi Campbell to walk for how perfect that walk was within a month.
Wow.
She was doing a cardio every single day on her platform heels, like the stripper heels, proper stripper heels. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? You do you. It worked. It worked.
That is commitment.
I have clients that send me a video of them cooking on heels.
Yes, do the dishwasher, guys. Do your food prep.
You know what I mean? Whatever helps. Like break into your shoes. Also because, let's not lie, I've been doing this job for quite long enough. You come to the studio, oh, I didn't practice as much as I wanted. Your shoes hurt. That means you haven't broken into them. That means you haven't practiced.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. So true.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I want honesty. It's just like, again, I'm not asking you practice until your feet bleed. But again, since it's not happening, organically to you, that means you're on the gym floor. You're pumped. You just finished training. You feel good. Oh my God, my legs. Look at my ass. Look at that. Put your heels on and practice in front of people because that's going to be a remarkable change and progress to actually practice in front of people. Because again, you can't be taught. I'm lucky enough that I work at Pure Gym, so the shoot is open. So there's always people sometimes around. So my clients are kind of getting used to being seen. And if the shit is not available, girl, you come with me on the gym floor.
Yeah, love that.
Right in the middle where the action is.
Then you
Like people are not afraid that people are, they're used to. They see actually I work in an area which is very like minded.
okay.
So therefore my gym, I never had any complaint about people walking in a blingy bikini or being on heel. Actually, people come up to my clients and say, oh my God, you look fantastic. So I've been always very complimentary about that rather than being nasty, like, oh, there's a girl half naked in the street or anything like that. No. Always been very supportive. They know my job. Also because, bitch, I ran this place. You can't come to me and tell me what to do or not. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you don't like it, that's the door. I was here first.
he ain't moving nowhere. Are
Do you know
you
what I mean?
when people inquire for posing coaching and reach out to you, do you have like a cap or have you got spaces open at the if people
I
are
always have spaces open for everyone. Like, they always recommend, please, guys, when you decide to compete, always allow you back day 6 months prior to your show day, at least.
at
But
least yeah.
this, but again, I can't put a timeline. You take the time you need. Like, you can take a year out. You can take. That's why my package still have a year expiry because clients that book me a year in front.
So then they can yeah.
But then they can top it up or whatever you can do. They can carry over the following year, of course, if you book in now for the next year. My schedule will always be open. Also because I work on my own. This is my business. I'm not part of a school. I don't have any assistants. So you get me every single time. But of course, I have my PT clients as well. I have my shift. So therefore, maybe sometimes my week can be reduced, limited, because the studio, I need to see there's no classes going on. But I can make myself available and flexible. But then, of course, like I will I mean, when people say, if you book me today and then I don't see you for 6 months, don't get upset. I don't have anything available because if I have regular client every week,
Mm.
they kind of have that priority because we've been working together for longer. And I know that also, like, also if they're on stage in a few weeks' time, they need a priority over someone that maybe is not competing until next year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why for me, as soon as you decided to commit, do your sessions, at least one, get to know me, I'll get to know you. Let's see if there is a click. Because if there's no click, I don't want you to waste your money asking me for a refund.
Absolutely.
It's not my, you know what I mean? I'll give you everything I could give you, but it's very subjective. It's your decision making. Pay for a service, you don't like it, don't pay anymore.
See, guys, that's a it's a respect to yourself and our community as well.
You know what I mean? It's just like, again, I'm not gunpoint you to choose me, but I can tell you, I mean, this is not a selling point. I'm really not selling myself. It's not that. I let people come to me. I don't have to trying to coach people or anything like that. I know I'm good at what I do. Am I the pioneer in the UK? Again, I'm good at what I do. I'm recognized worldwide. I have champions under my belt, Olympians. I did work with some Olympians in the past. People have turned pro, several federations, top five, international show, overall wins. I know what I'm doing. And what you get for your money will be worth because I practice what I preach. I practice what I preach. And you get me every single step of the way. And I will make sure that I give you all the tool for you to shine on stage. And I let my work to the talking. My clients, touching wood again. I never had any cattiness of people coming up to me, oh, I hate what you do. I don't like you treat me like shit. Also, if people have left me, they've always been respectful and thankful for what I did for them.
Yeah.
I never left I never burned bridges with anybody,
Mhm, mhm.
but I never also had touching wood again, a bad review so far in over the course of the years. Because if, sometimes we can have a clash, personality can clash,
Yeah.
but I don't want that to set the tone for the following session.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes I can get my clients on a day off, on a day completely off, or you
Mm.
can get me on a day off. And I will always be self-conscious about how I portray myself. Because again, people talk.
Yeah.
So that's why I always need to read the room and see how my client is feeling. Because when we get very, prep brain, we get very sensitive and we turn everything negative. Sometimes also a compliment, we don't believe it, we turn it negative. So sometimes you want to just slap it and say, snap out of it. You know what I mean? So we need to have a good understanding of how to approach the situation without being crass,
Yeah, for sure.
be understood properly within the lines,
Mm.
and not having it said any hidden, not make them think that there is an hidden agenda, and trying to be really hot, purely honest and reassuring that everything will be fine.
Mhm, mhm.
Because again, I work my ass off to be what I am at the moment in my life. Everything that I built, it was my own strength. Yeah, of course, I had collaboration in the past, but I didn't went and knock on the door of people. People came up to me because they saw my potential. So again, I put myself on display and work myself up, myself selling to the bone in order to make a name for myself. No, this is Andreas Angels, and no one else is angel. No one own me. I don't want to be owned by nobody. When I worked with Federation before, but I didn't give any exclusivity to nobody. I like to work with different people. I like to work with different coaches. I like to work with different client, different federation because I run my own business. I don't depend for nobody because unless it's worth it, that you're gonna give me a fixed income every month. You're gonna send me clients every week.
Mm.
I'll think about it.
I love that. I love
I'll
that.
think about it. But I can't be bought because I feel like, again, I this is my client base. I have been approached before by schools and academies, etc., etc. But then I will lose my originality. I will lose my originality because then it will be under their name, and I will just be like an instructor. And I don't want. I want to be the goat. I'm sorry. I know it sounds really,
I
really,
want to be
really
cool.
narcissistic, but I want to be the goat. I want to be the kind of like industry shaker. I want to be my own, originality because I don't want to sell my soul to nobody, to the devil, and then completely lose my way in a way, just like my authenticity. Because then they're gonna start requesting you, oh, about this client needed to change a little bit like your way. No. Again, what you see is what you get. I don't change for nobody. I didn't change for my ex. Can you imagine I'm gonna change for someone and pay me?
I love that. I
I'm
love
sorry.
what a
I
way
am
to.
sorry. I didn't change for my ex when he requested me to. That's why that he's not part of my life anymore, is he?
I,
But I need to give this as part of my journey. I need to actually give credit to my ex because bodybuilding for me started like a revenge body kind of thing. So my ex was into bodybuilding. Well, it was not a bodybuilder, but he was into bodybuilding. And to me, he would give me the kind of like the hitchy fit, saying, "Oh, you should, invest in posing and stuff like that." And then we broke up and all of that. And that was before I competed. And then Bikini Mama saw me because she was in the gym and she was training at the gym I was working at before. And said to me, there is an amateurish show. I'm going to be judging. You got the physique. You might have to put a little bit more size. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I will do it. Who would have thought that being a revenge body, being on stage, it would help me make a difference and it change in my lifestyle and make something out of it. I need to thank him in a way.
shout out to my ex.
I need to thank him in a way, honestly, because look, I don't wish any harm to nobody. I loved him and whatever. To be honest, when we went back in together, oh my god, in lockdown, can you imagine hating each other and then loving each other again? It kind of support me, my fitness, because he bought a home gym. He's still wanting me to train, and regardless, that's for me. So I kind of like, I need to give him that kind of like, they gave me that push with it. But then again, like, if I would still be with him, where I am at the moment, it would never be possible because it was very obsessive. His own insecurity drawn onto me. So it never lied the fact. And to be honest, when I want someone that when success will come, it will be there to lift me up. And it will be there, be able to share me with the world. Because I mean, my name is out there. When sometimes, I know people, a lot of people know me here in London because I was part of the community. Sometimes when I go on a date on the high street, people like stop me every just second. And the guy is like, who am I on a date with? That's every 2 minutes you're stopping saying hello to everyone and people know you. Who the fuck are you? And I want people to be able to be there for me and not drive me down in insecurity because again, business will always will be there. Love and boyfriends come and goes. Do you know what I mean? That's why when my friend said to me, "It's like, oh, what's your dating situation at the moment?" I'm like, too busy. I'm
Wow.
too busy growing an empire. But also the fact is like, I might not be here next year. I might be in Australia. And then there was like, well, a year is a long time. I'm like, I would never stay for someone. I'm sorry, this is my dream. This is my career choice. And again, I might buy my fingernail if I will stay, and then the relationship will fail. So that's why I'm not even gonna commit because I've got so much on my plate for next year. And again, the same as bodybuilding, I don't want to date a bodybuilder. I don't want nobody from my same profession. I want someone, of course, that look after himself, that he goes to the gym because I like to have some mutual ground. I
Yeah.
like to train with my partner, going to the gym, take a little snippy silly picture together, blah, blah, blah. But I want also someone that, not knowing the journey, will be there to support. Because when the shit hit the fan, it gets very lonely. No
Amazing.
one likes to know the hardship behind. They all want us. They all like to see the end results, and that's why. Oh, my bestie just won. Oh my god, you look fantastic. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck took me to get that.
Absolutely.
How many times I nearly dropped out 3 weeks out? So many times because I couldn't handle anymore,
Mm,
and everything I was seeing, it wasn't. I thought wasn't going the right direction. Because being a perfectionist, everything, I was like, when you have these little demons, or not even the angel and the demon, just the fucking two demons
Demons.
on your shoulders, not even the little angel, no, two fucking motherfucking devils on your shoulders telling you, no, that
Yeah.
doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. You ain't gonna be ready. And you start believing it because you don't have this, like, bodybuilder, to all the people listening to this, make sure you cut the shit out of your life before you get to prep, because you want people that you can count on your fingers, because let's be honest, best friends, people that will always be there, life or death kind of sentence, you can count them on your palm and your finger,
Absolutely.
that will be that for you. But that's why bodybuilders can all understand each other.
We're all as nuts as each other.
Like, look, there is support I receive when and I'm very vocal for what happened in my life. I'm very vocal. Um, I don't slap people up. Vocal when I say I don't feel okay, or I feel like giving up and all of that. Because again, that's part of life. That's part, and you want your people to be related to you. And the only result, the support I received was from people from the industry. Not even my best friends. They completely washed their hands when they saw those posts of me
Wow.
freaking out and completely spiraling. You know what I mean? That's why really choose wisely who your people are. Who your people are. There's so many. Look, we always see. I'm a Scorpio. I see the good in people. I see the silver lining. But for me, when I reach the point of breaking, and I don't give face value anymore, there's no point to return. It takes me time to build up though,
I know.
before cutting someone out of my life.
Yes.
I'm like a pressure cooker.
And then they're gone.
It's thing that's hell. They're gone. You can bring me the moon. You can bring me the moon. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done. That's why all the people that were partying with me, all my exes and all of that, they're not part of my life anymore. And sometimes I feel lonely because like I cut out so many people out of my life, but they were not long lasting people. They were people that were just acquaintances, let's be honest.
Yeah,
People that you say hello on the street, have a chat at the gym.
that's it.
That's it. That's it. But that's why, I always like to celebrate my birthday in big, because that's the only chance I have living in London. And sometimes, London, you are in Brighton, are you?
I know London. I've spent time in
You
London.
spend like London is such a big city that everyone always in a hurry. There's no time for nobody. And I have friends that lives literally around the corner from me. Haven't seen them in months. So therefore, my birthday is the only occasion I have to get gathered everyone I love in one place and celebrate. Some people haven't seen them in a year, and I always see them once a year at the day of my birthday. And also because, of course, it was going to be possibly my last birthday in the UK. And that's, it tells you they've always been surrounded by people, by thousands of people every day. Uh, Out of that, only 25 was the people that I wanted to celebrate with. Do you know what I mean? They've always been there for me, stick by me, always asking me a random message. And no, I don't have to be always the first one to send a message. How are you? Because I'm tired. I'm getting old for this shit. This kind of games. Oh my god. These games are like the same when you're like go meeting to love or you start dating. Oh, shall I message him? Oh no, I'm not gonna message him. Oh, I'm gonna wait for him. This chasing game, do you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, look, I'm happy with my food, I'm happy with my bodybuilding and fucking training. I'm busy, I've got my plate busy at the moment. I've got my client that they are my reason to wake up in the morning. That's what makes me happy. Then love for me has never been a primary. I don't know why. Is it not? Is it nasty to say? Is it not nice? I will look. I miss having someone at home to come home to, asking me how was your day, or if I want someone to listen to me. I love to cook. I love to cook. Not for me, it's just the basic. But I like to cook for someone. But then again, I'm like the heartache and this one is for me. Being a busy, having a busy schedule, I can make room for a person, especially someone.
Okay.
But you have to show me that you're deserving of me making room for you.
Absolutely.
Because my time is money, literally. So if I take time from my clients to dedicate it to you, it's money lost for me. But I need to gain something back. If I had to take time for off my client to give it to a special someone. Do you know what I mean? And I know that London is not the place I will find. I've been here 16 years. I don't resonate with the gay community anymore. There's a lot of drugs, party, and I feel like a fish out of the tank
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I don't do that anymore. And sometimes I feel like a little bit like marginated, which is fine. It's fine. But also, I don't want to date someone that is into stuff or partying because I don't want to be staying at home waiting for my partner to come back after an hour.
Got my pajamas on. Hurry home.
You know what I mean? Like, I've done, look, London has been a great place through the hardship and highs and lows, trust me, to make a name for myself. And, when I moved here, I was 21 from Mexico City. After I danced there, I did a hustle. The party came into play. And, but then almost had me grow so much. So much. I've been here 16 years. I grew so much. I saw the changes over the course of the year from the look, from the personality, from the way to live, from the way from my finances. Trust me, from my finances. And I've done it. I've done it. I think I've done what I wanted to do. I don't think London has anything to offer to me. And when I went to Australia, I felt like a home. I felt at home. I resonated with the lifestyle. Everyone were fit. The mentality of bodybuilding and fitness,
It's massive. Yeah,
it's just like they are like a different breed.
absolutely. I
Yep.
agree.
Like on stage was not even one ugly bitch.
It's
No.
wild.
It was like I was like, I'm a proud gay man, but I was looking at the girls,
Hello.
and everyone in the lifestyle and the way they prioritize everything. And I know that I can really take my career to the next level. And the way I was welcome, and it just everyone made me feel so welcome. And London has done it, but I will always be here. Like, I mean, I planted the roots here, so I will continue growing my empire regardless if overseas. That's not gonna take it away. My clients are my clients. If they want to continue working with me, we're gonna make it work. I think I've given so much to the industry. There's It's not gonna be forgotten just because I'm away. Do you know what I mean? So many coaches have left London, have left the UK to
Absolutely.
go in Australia, to go to Dubai or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make it like they're gonna lose their business.
Mm, mm.
I
So
mean,
guys,
but
if you do inquire for posing, you either need to get in quick so you get to meet this legend in real life, or you're going to be
like
online.
everything happened for a reason. If happen, doesn't happen, doesn't happen. But visa is still in the process, and if I will be moving, I will be moving. So make sure. But this is going to be your incentive to get your bookings now in because my bookings are now open. I
Yeah.
already officially open for 2026, and already, my new diary 2026 has arrived yesterday. So I'm already booking people. Let me increase the brightness so that this I can see you better. And I'm already booking people 2026. So it's never too early to start your posing. And if I move, I will be moving by the end of September 2026. So it's like nearly a year. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wouldn't drop anything at the drop of the hat. I have clients that they need me until they possibly can. And also because I'm competing in London. So
Excellent. So
I'm
if
competing in
people
London.
if people do want to reach out, if I put your Instagram handle in the description and they DM you, is that the best?
Yes, the only because like working in a good
Yeah,
gym, I couldn't have like officially like a booking system because I need to
yeah,
always
yeah.
check if there are classes going on. So like you can just like I'm very reachable on the DMs, very
Okay.
easy. Like I respond within not even 24 hours. As soon as I receive the notification, if I'm not asleep, of course, I will reply. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I do need to sleep as well.
I love that. Oh,
Eventually, I do need to sleep as well.
what
I
an
will do need to
episode.
sleep.
I'm
I
so
don't need to sleep. And honestly, like this has been honestly amazing. It's just like good to talk to same-minded people. And if people wanted to know my story now, you know a little bit more about myself. And what you see is what you get.
I
You know what I
love it.
mean? I'm not just like the bear posing coach, but there's so much. My business, what I do, like the same as the heels, it doesn't resonate the way I am. There's so much more than just fitness and bodybuilding. I'm just a human being as any other people. It's not. I'm untouchable. I'm not made of feelings or anything like that. Of course, business takes a lot of part of my life because that's. I mean, without business, we would never be able to live
Yeah, yeah.
at the end of the day. But that's what makes my priorities straight. And keeps me away from trouble. That's for sure.
True, it's
Keeps
true.
me away from trouble. And there's nothing wrong with when people say, oh, you're just gym and work. You've no time for pleasure.
That
This
is
is
our
my
pleasure.
guilty pleasure. It's my guilty pleasure. For me, getting a high on pre-workout and going to smash a leg session, that's my way to
That's
spend the
happiness.
Sunday. That's
Yeah.
my way to spend the Sunday. And if people don't understand that, look, we can't please everyone. It's a healthy choice for me. It's a healthy choice for me. What doesn't save me any longer, I left it behind. For me, the party wasn't making me happy anymore. The ex wasn't making me happy anymore. Or I wasn't feel human anymore in a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship. And now everything blossomed. I knew, I do believe that the universe had so much luck for me trapped.
Mhm.
And they said, but you have to make a choice in your life. Once you let go, then I'm going to be able to release the luck onto you.
Absolutely.
And the funny thing is, I believe in signs. So when I was with my ex, I wasn't noticing any sign anymore, little feathers on my path or anything like that. As soon as I broke up, moved out, feathers on my path. All feathers on my path. And start seeing 111, 1111. Like lately, the magical angel number has been appearing several times a day, several times a day. And I know I've been blessed with this new calling. And it's up to me to literally ride this wave high. The same way my clients win, ride it. Ride that wave as high as you can. And just like, if you want to be on cloud nine for months and just wear your medal for 3 months at the office, wear it. Because no one is going to take it away from you.
What a sentiment. I love that.
That's what, when I wore my pro status and I was like away from stage for a long time, and I was like, it's like a pinch me moment. It's a pinch me moment. And when I was in Australia, and oh my god, it's like people wanted to meet me, and my for worship were sold out. It was like, fuck, I'm on the other side of the world at nearly 36 years old of my existence, and people that literally don't need me to tell them how to pose because no, they all knew how to pose. They just wanted to meet me and acclaim me and welcome me with open arms. And it just like, I don't want to say I've arrived, but I've achieved so much. And all the sacrifice I made was for this. Because sacrifices will always pay off. Whenever it might be, it can be tomorrow, it can be in a year time. Just keep faithful and believe that's gonna happen because it will happen. there will be bumps on the road, or many bumps on the fucking road. Life throwing you curveball, unexpected. I was supposed to take a pee, boom, life throwing me curveball. Because probably I don't also understand that for me, I need to learn things the hard way. So probably it was my body telling me, you need a fucking break, you need a break, you need a break. I was like, no, I keep pushing, keep pushing. That's the hard way for me to learn. I mean, I learn it. I definitely learn it. I mean, I pay the consequences for sure. But, it was a teachable moment. That's for sure. To
What?
kind of go back to the drawing board,
Mm.
trying to fall back in love with training because I kind of lost my path a little. Not that like I skipped training or food or anything. It just like it was done for the sake of doing it.
Yeah. And then it comes back.
It wasn't intentional. I was just scoffing like, oh my god! But when you are in improving season, which is the off season, it's the time to push. That's the time to actually make improvement because when you're cutting, there's not much you can improve anymore. When people say, "Oh, I'm going to grow when I'm cutting," how can you grow with no food? How the fuck can you grow?
I love
You
it.
can maintain, you train before maintaining what you build. But I mean, if you haven't done the work in off season, sorry,
I
it
love
really
it.
becomes after.
It's like, guys, there you go. That's what we're ending it with a fucking bomb of truth, a truth bomb,
Yeah,
guys.
look. You wanted my journey, you wanted honesty, and I will never lie to nobody. This is like my clients know I'm very straightforward, and I believe in the industry. I believe in bodybuilding as an amazing journey. And please, if you commit to it, commit. Walk the walk, talk the talk, go through the hardship because also those breaking moments are the one that make you believe, can I do this or do I really want it? Because when you literally go downhill and shit hit the fan, that's the universe asking you, how much do you want it?
Yes. Yes. You're being
How much do you actually want it? Because that's the honest truth. That's the like my belief is a curveball. Everyone would throw a curveball at you. But then it was like, okay, what are you gonna do now? What's next? Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna sulk for 3 more days and then go back on track? Or are you just gonna just stay flatline like that and not moving forward anymore? The journey is yours, so make the most of it because the coaches are there to help you, but then you have to show us that you really want it in the first place.
I love that. What a vibe to bring to the podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. It was amazing to talk about my story and to finally meet you, first of all. Thanks to Beth that actually connected us.
Love you. We love you.
Love you.
And
Sarah, thank you so much. And I can't wait to see the recording again.
I'm going to speak to you soon, my friend.
Yes. Bye, lovely. Have a good one.
Bye.
Ciao. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao.